Media houses need to rethink their strategies in this digital age. This was the view of the media co-editor-in-chief. He expressed this at a workshop entitled The Rise of Digital Media and Its Impact on Mainstream Journalism. Peter Christopher reports.
The rise of social media may have expanded the spread of information across the world, but it has created a headache for most working in traditional media houses. Vivian Schiller, editor-in-chief and head of MediaCo, explained to several of the country's top media bosses and journalists at the Unitrust Corporation building on Tuesday that adapting to changes brought by social media has been difficult for even the most well-known international newsrooms. She said most have sought to monetize their websites via paywalls. This, in the main, however, has been unsuccessful.
Just about every other newspaper has put it up and taken it down because their audiences have shrunk and they worry more about relevance and they worry more about what remains of their online advertising.
She said the failure by media houses to adapt and find new footing in this changing environment has left several of the media houses sending home workers as they fail to attract revenue.
And just in the last week, there's been reports, Wall Street Journal has just announced major layoffs. New York Times is projected to be soon having more layoffs. So many news organizations are being affected by this. Which again is why I made the point about, what do you want to be famous for? And maybe if you do have to shrink your newsroom, think about where you're not adding as much value as other places.
Ms. Schiller believes in this digital era, media houses need to work on building their brands online as opposed to solely attempting to monetize the traditional products.
The better way is for the entire industry, the media, news organizations, and advertisers to come together, and find a better experience. And many news organizations are moving towards branded content where they will create content for an advertiser, a different group outside of the newsroom, keeping that strict firewall, clearly labeled, but something that feels like a richer experience.
Trinidad and Tobago's media has not been exempt from the downturn in traditional media consumption. Win TV was forced to close its doors earlier this year, while Gael, the channel, was close to losing their broadcast license before obtaining a charitable donation from Flow. Even more alarmingly, one Caribbean media group sent home 30 media workers this week, despite being one of the most profitable media houses in the Caribbean. Peter Christopher, CNews.